Alright guys and gals, welcome back to another video of mine on my YouTube channel for my Slimfast dieting day. This is day 771 days and this is video log 1551 video logs now, so 1551 episodes into my video log. So I'm just doing dinner right now. I've got about 3 minutes on this one, which I'm doing, just trying to do a little bit quicker today. Trying to get my dinner and my breakfast in. This is my breakfast video. It is Monday, of course, so it's start of the week. Monday the 12th of February 2018. 6:36 is right at the time in this video, and this is just basically my breakfast sort of video. So yeah, I've just uploaded a video using my camera, the Nikon D3200, because I haven't really used it for much. Like, I do it on and off. The thing is, I got the camera, the DSLR one. It's like sort of a digital camera, very good, high quality. Got the lens on the front, absolutely 35mm, absolutely just amazing. Very sharp camera lens, the equivalent to like a 51. This camera here I'm using at the moment is the Samsung Galaxy S6 camera. So this is, still gives a sort of a crystal clear picture, and I'm using the inwards camera, so the one at the front, on the front where the main screen is. And this is the gold version as well of the Samsung Galaxy S6. I think you can put up to 64 to 128 gigabyte memory card in there, but you have to do it through the little mini USB port on the bottom bit where you charge it up. I think that's where you charge it up at the front, so you can put it through there. So yeah, anyway, so I'm getting this one done. This one will be done in a minute, and then I've got to put this other meal in to warm it up. I've done the cottage pie already. Had my Slimfast protein shake this morning. High in protein, low in fat, low in carbs. Very delicious, very tasty, very versatile. You can mix anything with it really to make a good decent protein shake. You can add vegetables and all that kind of stuff in it. My mum, she's having a jacket potato today. Got some tomatoes on there, and I got her a nice curry sort of built on there as well, put onto the jacket potatoes. She's having one of these like tinned curries. So it's basically one of these ones, standard Sainsbury's basic chicken curry, with 1 pepper in it, spiced hot pepper, and a tin of organic chopped tomatoes. Oh, stars are out tonight, guys and girls. It's absolutely good in the south direction of where I'm pointing right now, the south of the UK, in the Somerset area. We have the 3 main stars just in the sort of direction in the south, pointing southways. So yeah, not too bad at all. I've done some videos on there, but it's a clear night tonight. Very, very clear tonight. I would say not to go above 1600 ISO when you're recording. You want to do it on, I would say, on the seconds. Well, you've got your focal length. You need a quick aperture, so you can open it up really quick, and you have got more light coming through. So that way, you use less of the ISO, which is a sort of like, I would say it's fake light on a camera, because ISO is more like, yeah, fake lighting. So it just lights up the area, makes it a little bit brighter, and the higher you go, the more noise you actually see in it. So make sure there's no... yeah, that'll be fine. That went on for 5 minutes and we should be done. But as you go up, you'll see a lot of the noise, the picture, like little grains and stuff. It becomes very grainy and all that, and it kind of takes away the picture quality. And especially if you're doing it at night time, right, because there's no sort of light. If you're in a pitch black area, you're going to need to like up the gain on the ISO, so you need a lot more light to actually counteract the darkness. So if you can find a little bit of the, what's the word for it, a little bit of light, or if you've got a camera light, that can actually help put the focus on an area which has got light pollution coming through. So if you can find a little bit of light pollution and you don't have it above 1600 or 16, I think it's 16,000 ISO, you should be alright. You got like 1600, then you got 3200, then you got 6400. If you go around about 6400, you can see a lot of graininess in the camera, and I find you need to try and find that balance between 1600 or below, or something like what's the word, your focus. The focus needs to be really good. You need the aperture wide open so you can let more light in, so you can actually see better and see it clear. So keep the actual, I would say, the aperture wide open at night times. Sometimes you don't need to have it. I would say 2.8 on the aperture or 1.8. 1.8 is probably your best bet, or in between 2.4. Anywhere between 2.4 and 1.8. It depends on the lens and how the quality of the lens is. But 1.8, absolutely pinpoint sharpness on that camera. I mean, you can see a lot with it. If you check one of my videos out I did earlier for the 12th of February of a game Halo edition of Guardians Halo review edition I did on it, collector's edition, you'll see a big statue in the kitchen, which I've got here on the table here, right? And you'll see the varied detail. I had to edit some of the stuff in the editing software because a lot of it's like color correction and all that kind of shadows and really bad coloring and all that. You need to fix the coloring and the stabilization on it as well, so that all counteracts and all that. But yeah, 2 minutes to go. But when you do get a camera, get a DSLR or something. Probably DSLRs are pretty absolutely brilliant for recording stuff, and just get a decent sort of prime lens. 35 or 50mm lens should be sufficient enough. I wouldn't see why not. Or your 18 to 55mm, which is just your basic lens kit version of it, and then you've got really fantastic sort of good quality pictures. 18 to 55 though is normally your basic versions of the camera lens. It usually comes with the kit anyway. If you get like sort of a kit, or you get a camera, usually comes fixed on, and you can take off the lens and then put the prime lens on later when you buy them and all that. But yeah, anyway, if it's helped to do with the camera, I'll probably do some tutorial videos at some point, but it's just trying to put them all in really, because there's so much. I'm still learning. It's still a learning process for me to take some fantastic photos and videos. But I'm doing like videography at the moment, so I'm just doing sort of like videos, but of using my camera, but in the video format instead of taking photos and all that. But it's always good though, if you're taking photos, always go for RAW or RAW and JPEG, because at least you got the opportunity to sort of like edit the photo a little bit later on. RAW means basically you can change the colouring if you've got it uncorrected, or you've got the focus a little bit wrong and you just need to turn the focus down or turn it up a little bit on the actual photo, so you can just use a computer for it. It's just fan-flipping-tastic. Anyway, so before I talk all of you to death, there we go. There's my protein shake. That's what I had earlier for breakfast this morning, I should say. And that is high in protein, low in fat, low in carbs, low in sugars as well. Alright, and then I have my almond drink as well, coconut almond, absolutely delicious. Put a little bit of hot chocolate in there as well, cocoa powder, and you've got the perfect blend. You've got the strawberry, which is actually the fruits, you've got the protein, you've got the carbs, the low carbs, but you also got the chocolate organic thinners. I don't have the Slimfast chocolate one, so I add my own flavour of chocolate, which is actually the green and black hot chocolate. Absolutely delicious, guys and girls. So yeah, that's all it is for this episode, guys and girls. If you enjoyed it, do like, favourite, share, comment, subscribe. Cheers all for watching. Stay safe all.